Daily Sunday, 14th of March 2024, China aspires for a forthcoming Afghan regime to adopt a moderate Muslim policy. The utilization of Islam to create a us against them scenario, divide the Indian people, and assemble an army in preparation for any invading forces into India. China is eradicating the Uighur population in China while attempting to gain leverage in Afghanistan and Pakistan. China has conveyed its optimism that the forthcoming Afghan leadership will adopt a moderate Muslim policy and a peaceful foreign policy, which entails fostering amicable relations with neighboring nations and vigorously countering all manifestations of terrorism. As per a Monday official statement, Chinese State Councillor and Foreign Minister Wang conveyed these perspectives during a telephone dialogue with his Afghan counterpart Mohammad Haneef Atmar. He reaffirmed that China will continue to contribute positively to advancing the peace and reconciliation process in Afghanistan. Wang stated that the strategic cooperative partnership between China and Afghanistan has sustained its development momentum, that the Belt and Road Initiative has advanced continuously, and that the traditional friendship between the two nations has been strengthened in the joint struggle against the COVID-19 pandemic. China values Afghanistan's steadfast support in its efforts to protect its fundamental interests. It will continue to advocate for Afghanistan's independence, sovereignty, and dignity. He stated that China is prepared to collaborate with Afghanistan to leverage the 15th anniversary of the Treaty of Friendship, Cooperation and Good Neighborly Relations between the two nations as a chance to enhance Belt and Road efforts and practical collaboration across multiple domains. China remains committed to extending essential assistance to Afghanistan and other South Asian nations in their endeavors to combat the pandemic. Furthermore, China is eager to enhance security cooperation and counterterrorism efforts with Afghanistan while assisting the latter in fortifying its counterterrorism capabilities. Wang expressed China's ongoing commitment to assisting the Afghan government in assuming a proactive stance in the nation's peace and reconciliation efforts. He urged all relevant actors to endorse and execute pertinent United Nations Security Council resolutions that facilitate a seamless transition of power in Afghanistan, with a specific focus on preventing the resurgence of terrorist organizations. The Chinese foreign minister stated that the international community and regional nations should assist the Afghan people in preserving and solidifying the benefits of peace and reconstruction while advocating for the global community and regional countries to uphold justice and fairness. Beijing further endorsed all Afghan parties involved in the process of advancing negotiations among Afghan citizens and establishing an all-encompassing political framework for the future grounded in the principles of political settlement. He stated that throughout this process, all parties should exercise goodwill and forbearance, work to end the violence, cease hostilities and foster an atmosphere conducive to peace negotiations. Afghanistan is committed to strengthening its relations with China, according to Afghan Foreign Minister Atmar, who also expressed the country's desire to engage in strategic dialogue and communication with China regarding advancing regional cooperation and strengthening pragmatic and counterterrorism cooperation between the two countries. The communiqué stated that Afghanistan appreciates China's humanitarian and development assistance and strong support for the country's fight against the pandemic. Afghanistan also expressed its desire to collaborate with China to implement the conclusions reached during the video conference involving the foreign ministers of China, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka regarding COVID-19. The statement continued that China's ongoing positive support for the peace and reconciliation process in Afghanistan is greatly appreciated by the Afghan side. The Afghan side is also eager to work closely with China in multilateral and bilateral coordination to ensure peace and stability in Afghanistan and the region.